Yo, what it do, world? It's your boy Nate Turner, man. Just coming through, man, with a quick public service announcement. Yo, just want to say to the people, man, especially marginalized communities, man, especially people who have experienced injustice throughout their lives, right? Groups of people who have experienced injustice culturally, socially, right? One of the things that I think we have to be aware of in these times that seem like very perilous times is that the system that has oppressed us for so long is indeed collapsing. And the destruction of an oppressive system is not always pretty, especially for the people who are a part of that system, right? And so what we're seeing now is just that, right? Is the dismantling of oppressive systems, even though, right, many people might view it as these acts, they might see these acts as being oppressive, right? Which they are, but the thing about oppression, the thing about evil is sometimes evil is not able to recognize that they are actually working against themselves. Right. And so a house divided cannot stand. And so I think while these times seem scary, right, we have to recognize that the system that is being dismantled, the system that is being destroyed, is a system that was never designed for us anyway. Right. And so I think we have to be careful about trying to uphold systems that were never designed for marginalized people to be successful, systems that were purposefully designed to keep us in second-class citizenship, right? And so when we try to uphold parts of the system, right, we by default uphold parts of the system that we know that are intricately designed to see us not experience success, to see us not experience happiness, to see us not experience equality or equity. Now, this by no means is me justifying voting rights that are being stripped away from marginalized community, right? The illegal gerrymandering that is taking place in states like Florida and Tennessee, right? But I would mind those who operate in spirit and in truth to understand, right, that everything is happening for a reason and all things work for the greater good for those who love the Lord. And so if you believe in righteousness, if you believe in seeking truth, if you believe in equality, if you believe in justice, if you believe in the Most High, right, then I think if you open your eyes, then you will see that some of these things are actually working out for our good, right? Some of these things are working out for the benefit of the people who believe. And so one of the things that God showed me in the spirit is that while these times seem perilous for those who are operating in the world, right, these are actually very important and pivotal times for those who operate in the spirit, right? We are living in a time where the level of faith that you exercise combined with the level of work that you put in to something that you believe in will allow you to see these things come to fruition much faster than they would have 50 years ago or 100 years ago, right? When we exercise faith and we put in the work to bring about positive things in our families, in our communities, right? We're seeing these things happen, right? So the idea is that if you are distracted by the things of this world, if you are distracted by these oppressive systems, if you allow yourself to engage, right, in the oppression, if you allow yourself to be moved emotionally by it. When I say moved emotionally by it, right, we're going to be moved by our emotions, but if you become fixated, right, with the emotions that you are experiencing because of the oppression that you see in the world, right, then you may be falling into that trap, right? there's power in prayers, right? Prayer actually changes things, whether people believe it or not. And that's, you know, people can debate if they want to debate it, right? But I also said earlier that faith without works is dead. So we gotta muster up the power of prayer. We have to take the action, right? And when I say action, I'm saying take the action that the Most High guides you to take. Everybody has a different purpose. Everybody has a different calling, right? So if you're called to move people through the political arena, right? Do the things that are necessary to move people through the political arena. If you're called to move people in social settings, do that. If you're called to move people in spiritual settings, right? Then you have to do your job, do your mission, and do your purpose. But yo, don't be discouraged by the things that you see on Fox News. Don't be discouraged by the things that you see on CNN or NBC or ABC, right? Like, all of those are mediums, right, and modes from the world, right? All of the information that they convey, right, those are conduits of information that are set up by the world, that are set up by the powers and principalities that exist and operate, right, in those spiritual wicked places. So yo, be encouraged, and be aware. Like, we have to open up our minds to see like what is really happening, and we also have to open up our minds and our hearts to understand the power that we truly have. Now, if you don't understand that, right, then seek to get that understanding, right? And all that get understanding, because what we have to be able to recognize the veil, right? That we have to be able to recognize the disguises. We have to be able to recognize the distractions, to be able to pull back the veil to see what's really happening. And right, what's really happening is an opportunity to bring about equity in this world. What's really happening is an opportunity to bring about love, to bring about righteousness, right? To flip the script on these isms that we experience in the world. So y'all, just want to let y'all know, man, to don't follow the rules of the world. Don't follow the ideas of the world, right? Like, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all of his righteousness, and all of those other things will be granted unto you. So stay focused on your mission, man. Find your purpose. Align your desires, your thoughts, and your goals with the Most High, and know that everything is going to work out for the greater good, y'all. Peace and love. One.